So I have a call to do this video because there is so much energy at the moment, so many things that is happening, and it can go away to an or another. And what is happening is that I want to bring another perspective, because we tend to blame on others, we tend to blame on the government, we tend to blame on the neighbors, on the media, on everyone, when what is happening, and that for some people it will be like, no way. But it doesn't matter, just take what resonates with you. But what is happening outside is a reflection of the imbalances that we have inside, at the individual level, but also at the collective level. But before even talking about the collective level, it starts at the individual level. When you see all this anger, this fear, huge fear, either side you are, there is fear. Fear of someone that is different than me, some fear of contracting something, fear of everything, and fear of losing the freedom. And this fear is inside us, in every individual that we are, in each of us. We have this fear, we have anger, we have frustration, we have sadness, we feeling grief, and so on. So many emotions. If you start to listen and to follow a bit the quantum physics, you will realize that what is outside is the reflection of what is inside us. Everything is linked, and it's really hard for us, for our linear mind, to grasp this aspect, but it's sort of true. I don't know if you've seen some people that are happy. They are happy and they're calm, and they, their life is easy. And usually around them, they are just calm and easy. It's because inside us, inside these people, they are calm, and they don't really attach to any emotions. But in opposite, I can talk for myself. I had a lot of anger, and I still have anger. It's better, but I still have some. And in some situation where I will feel injustice or a similar sensation, it will brought up anger, because inside me, in my universe, I had the feeling that there is an injustice, and that created somewhat at some stage some anger or frustration. What is very important now, if we want to see this new earth, if we want to see this paradigm changing, we must start working on ourselves. We need to start asking ourselves those questions. What is inside me? What is within me that I need to shift in order to change my life, in order to feel freer, in order to feel happier? Because when we are staying the same person as we were 10, 15, 20 years ago, angry from our ex, angry from our parents, angry from this, we are angry against this government, we are angry against all this, everything that is outside of us. But the first person that has to change before the government, before the neighbor, before my partner, is me. And I've seen it in my life. Okay, I'm one example, but I'm not the only one. If you follow Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, you will understand a bit better too. As soon as you start to opening your heart and go to your sacred heart space, you are willing to see and to go within and to shift whatever needs to be shifted, whatever is blocking within you. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm only saying that you are responsible of your life, and you are responsible of the emotions that you are emanating outside of you. And what you are emanating outside of you is the reflection of what we are seeing at a collective level, because the anger that I have is at a collective level. I'm not the only one angry. But if I start to detach myself from anger, if I start to do this work and stop reacting and reacting less and less, I'm still reacting, but it's no way compared to what I used to be. If you start changing, shifting your emotion, who you are, what is within you, and you feel and you fulfill it with calm, with peace, with quietness, with trust, then what is happening around you in your own little world, in your own little bubble, not without going into the world, because we don't have this impact yet, but at our scale as individual, you will see around in your life that things will start changing, things will start shifting. You have a better relationship, you have a better you feel at peace with your past. People will tell you, what have you done? Have you changed something? And they can't even grasp or understand what you have done, but you have changed. You have changed so deeply that you sort of become another person, a better version of yourself, what would say Dr. Joe Dispenza. And that is the key, to start changing at the individual level. Because when you change at your scale level, even though it's only few people around you, you know, at work, your relationship, your family, you are already making an impact in your life at your little level. But what happens is that the people around you will see that, and maybe they will start asking questions, and that will change them. Because often when we are changing, our partner, especially the one that are rotating around us, are the one that's changing the first. They're changing because you are different, you are acting differently, so obviously they change, they sort of need to move with you. So you are making an impact in their lives also. So imagine if we are 1, 2, 10, 100. Maybe it's not a lot compared to the billions that we are on Earth. But if we start doing it at this individual level, it will have an effect at a collective level. And this message is really to say, stop blaming other people, stop blaming you know, the media, the people outside of you. We don't really have power on them, but at an individual level we have all the power we want. And when we start changing ourselves, we start changing our own life, our own bubble, and then it will have a ripple effect in other people's life, in other bubbles' life. And that will be felt at a collective level. It's like energetic. You don't really see it, you feel it. And when that happens, it can reach some people that are even beyond, you know, your town. It can be another town, but people will sort of feel as there is a shift energetically that is happening. And that is the magic of changing paradigm and changing what is happening. So I want to create a meditation when we can release all this anger, frustration, all these negative thoughts that we have toward other people, especially the government and especially all those people. I won't judge or say anything against them, because it's not the purpose. What we need to do is, like, when we do this meditation, is that we really, it's like we sort of put ourselves outside. We are becoming an observer of this whole game that is playing just beneath us. And when we are putting ourselves outside of, and we are just observing outside of this giant game, we can see from a different perspective, and we are not attached emotionally. We are without any judgment. And then when we can do that, we actually can start shifting and say, okay, what I want, what do I dream? Because at the moment we are stopping at a problem. There's those issues and there is this issue, but we don't see beyond. How can we create a better future, a better earth, if we don't focus on what we want? We are focusing on the issue, so obviously we are creating the issue. But if you start thinking about what you want, what you dream, what you would feel in a new society, what would you like to see in a new society? More transparency with the government, more trust, more split power, not one power. I don't know, whatever you feel like. You create it in your mind and you feel as it is existing right now. When you start to do that, you are manifesting it in your actual physical life. And that is the truth. But you need to believe that and you need to practice it. Because we mentalize, we are analyzing everything, but we don't feel. The only thing that we're feeling is negative emotion, is fear, anger, frustration. And we are thinking about the same again and again based on the past. Now it's time to build this future. How do you want to build it? What do you want? What do you wish deeply in your heart? And that is what you need to create and attach yourself to. So I will create this meditation, and that will be linked to this video. Have a lovely day, and don't hesitate to comment, always with love and respect. I'm not saying I've got the truth, but there is always respect to have. Have a good day. Bye.